You walk through life as if across an endless ocean, gazing toward the distant horizon, hoping to spot that one single point, the goal that promises safety, meaning, and an end to all your wanderings. But what if this goal is nothing but a mirage, moving along with you, pulling you further and further away, leaving behind long shadows of the rat race? What if all these desires and searches are merely a game of the mind, preventing you from sinking into the depth of the present moment, where there is no beginning or end, only an infinite path? You constantly invent a new goal, like changing the scenery on a stage, forgetting that the stage itself is the space of your life, and the play continues not because of the goal, but because of how you perform your role here and now. You perceive the goal as a guaranteed conclusion, as if the meaning of life is a destination where everything finally falls into place and you can breathe freely. But deep inside your heart, something quietly resists, like a gentle whisper of silence that doesn't fit into this model and won't let you rest, nudging you toward the most important question. What if you have no goal? What if there is only movement, endless becoming, an eternal dance with reality, where meaning lies not in the final point, but in every single step? You want to believe that a goal exists because it gives you a sense of control, safety, and hope. But the truth is, you are not a destination. You are a flow, constantly moving, changing, never stopping. The goal is an illusion created by the mind to hide fear of uncertainty and emptiness. You can endlessly change it, chase it, invent new meanings, but deep down you know it's just running in circles. And when you let go of the need for a goal, allow yourself to stop seeking meaning outside and begin accepting life as it is, you hear your true self for the first time. Not the one who makes plans and sets goals, but the one who exists in every breath, in every moment. You open the door to a space where there is no pressure to achieve, no fear of failure, no need to justify yourself. In this space, there is no goal. There is only the path, unfolding before you in an endless dance of moment and consciousness, where each movement is not a means to an end, but the very manifestation of life. You are not a runner chasing a goal. You are a traveler walking a road without knowing where it leads, but enjoying every turn. It is in this refusal of the goal, in this trust in the flow of life, that you begin to live authenticity that can't be measured or described in words. You stand at a crossroads where familiar landmarks dissolve, and before you stretches a boundless road without beginning or end. Inside, anxiety may rise. How to live without a goal, without a clear point to go to. But precisely in this open space is born true freedom. Freedom to be, not to achieve. Freedom to walk, not to conquer. Freedom to create meaning from movement itself. You are used to measuring life by achievements, plans, results, as if these external markers were the only proof of your existence. But think, what remains if you remove all these landmarks? Will you still be the same person? Or will you become a flow of energy moving in constant change? The path does not demand a final point from you. It invites you to dissolve into the present, not as a stop, but as an endless dance of consciousness and being, where every step, every breath matters. The path is not a road to something. It is the road itself, filled with meaning born from your attention and openness. You can keep searching for a goal, find new meanings in the search, but the deeper you dive into the game, the clearer it becomes that meaning is not in the object of search itself, but in the game itself, in the search itself, in the life you live. The path never ends. It begins anew with every moment. And when you allow yourself to let go of the idea of a goal, you feel how the tension of the race dissolves, giving way to peace and acceptance. How space opens up for real life, without demands, without expectations, without deceptive promises of a finish line. You realize the path is not a marathon to a mirage, but an endless dance with life, where there are no defeats, no mistakes, no goals, only you and this very moment, this very step. You are not a prisoner of a goal. You are the creator of the path, and in this creation lies the fullness of your existence. The goal is an image imposed by society and the mind to simplify the chaos of being. But life is a complex pattern of infinite threads and intertwining that cannot be reduced to a single point. You are not the finish line. You are the entire path. Every twist, turn, meeting, parting, loss, and discovery. You learn to accept yourself as a continuous process of becoming, where every moment is a new discovery, a new possibility. You stop fighting the flow of life, stop trying to control what is beyond control. Instead, you become both observer and participant, feeling how every step becomes part of your story, your symphony. Letting go of the need for a goal opens an amazing space for creativity. Life ceases to be a plan with done check marks and becomes an improvisation, a flight of trust in intuition and inner rhythm. You free yourself from others' expectations, social norms, ideals of success. You start living in harmony with yourself, listening to your feelings, desires, inner voice, the one that leads not to a goal, but to deep harmony with yourself and the world. In this state, there is no fear, anxiety, or need to prove anything. You just are. And in this just being, the true meaning unfolds, not as a goal, but as a path filled with meaning that cannot be described by words, but can be lived. Imagine a person who runs their whole life after career, status, recognition. Every success is just a peak hiding the next one. They are like on a treadmill, speeding faster and faster, while the goal moves further away. This race exhausts, steals joy and meaning, turning life into tired repetition. Now imagine another, one who has let go of the idea of a goal. They don't know where they will end up, but notice every step, the rustle of leaves, a passerby's smile, the light of the setting sun. Their life is not a plan with marks, but a living movement, full of mindfulness and calm. They may not know the final point, but they feel they are truly alive. You can be such a traveler too. Instead of chasing a mirage, choose the path with an open heart. Start simple. Observe your thoughts and desires without judgment. When a new goal arises, acknowledge it, but don't grasp it like a lifebuoy. Feel. Why do you want this goal? What does it give you? Maybe it's just an attempt to escape the unknown. Practice presence. Slow down, notice the present moment, your breath, sensations, sounds around. With every inhale, remind yourself, I am here. This is already the fullness of life. This will help you leave the mode of constant striving and start living. Trust your inner voice, the quiet feeling that leads to harmony with yourself. Follow it, even if the world seems chaotic. Instead of asking, what is my goal? Ask yourself, how can I live the fullness of this moment? How can I walk the path with love and acceptance? The path is a living flow where light and shadow, joy and pain, success and failure intertwine. The goal is just a point on the horizon that slips away. Life is a river. The goal is the shore you strive for. But if you only look at the shore without feeling the water, you miss the beauty of the journey. The river is life itself. The shore is a symbol. The path teaches you to accept change, for it is neither straight nor predictable. At every turn lies a chance to see the world differently, to meet yourself more deeply, to reveal new sides of your soul. You are not a player of someone else's plan, but the creator of your own story. Every day is a blank page on which you paint with feelings, thoughts, actions. By giving up the goal, you free yourself from the fear of failure, not being on time, from constant tension. The path is a space of freedom and creativity, where there is room for light and shadow, for everything that makes you alive. It is here that you find harmony with yourself and the world. And when you stop running after the goal, when you stop searching for meaning somewhere out there, in the future or a distant point on the horizon, you begin to truly live. You begin to hear the whisper of your heart, see the beauty in every moment, feel the fullness of being without conditions or demands. Let this path be your invitation, an invitation to be here and now with an open heart and calm mind. Let yourself learn to trust yourself and life, which leads you through the whirlwinds of change and the quiet of peace. Do not fear uncertainty. Do not rush to a finish that does not exist. Instead, dance with life. Be the artist of your destiny, creating it in every breath, every step. Because meaning is not where you think it is. Meaning is in the movement itself, in this endless play of light and shadow, in your courageous decision simply to walk. And if you take only one thing with you today, let it be this simple understanding. You are not the goal. You are the path.